Going well. How are you doing?
How's it going?
Good, good. Thank y'all for being on the show. I truly appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Always. It's gonna
So,
be a fun time.
looking forward to it. So, before I get into the questions, what I usually do when I interview a band or a group, I like to do what is called a roll call. So, let's get that started first. Introduce yourself individually and what role do you play in the band? Who wants to go first?
Hey, I'll go first. My name's Dean. I play drums in the band. Yeah.
And I'm Zane. I play guitar and backup vocals.
I'm Naz. I play bass, and that's about it right now.
Hey, mate. This is Dylan Jeffrey, and I play guitar and I sing.
And now, with that said, we can now officially welcome you all to the show. So that's pretty awesome. I know I'm on Facebook friends with Zane, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And recently, I just follow you on Twitter too. so,
Yeah.
so
Thanks for that.
I first heard of you fellas through mutual bands, and I also heard of you fellas through a convention that y'all performed at last weekend. That will be KentuckyCon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
So let's talk about that first. What was it like to be one of the musical acts for KentuckyCon?
I thought it was pretty fun. It was cool. We actually got to lead one of our own little panels out as well. So people came into our panel before we played, and they asked some questions. You know, what is it like to be one of the local bands around Lexington? Where do you draw some of your influences? We even got into some anime questions, which was pretty cool. And playing the show was honestly pretty cool too. We had a lot of people come in, throughout the night as we were playing. I think we were joined with the band Cindy as well. And as we were playing, people kept trickling in. They started dancing. We had a couple of our friends there too. It was a lot of fun.
I'm glad y'all have fun. To be in it. I was there for 3 days, and I'm kind of
Nice.
and I'm very upset at myself because I didn't get a chance to see y'all perform.
Oh.
But I hopefully I'll see y'all at a future show. I do know that you guys are going to be a part of the official Whalebird kickoff party at the Borough. That is on the day before Whalebird officially begins with a fellow musical at Sunflower Bean. I think that's the name of the group.
Yeah.
And Whalebird has been talked about for quite a while. A lot of excitement about it. Just Lexington, we have music shows here and there, and we may have some festivals every now and then. But this is kind of like, I guess, as long as I live in the city of Lexington, this has to be the biggest music festival that I think has ever happened here in Lexington. And it is good to see some Lexington, some Kentucky acts that's going to be a part of this 2-day event, and I'm looking forward to it. How's it feel for y'all to be part of the festivities leading up to Whalebird?
Yeah, we're pretty excited. We've been talking to Cannon at the Borough for a while, and he had us in play. So we're pretty excited to jump on that and be a part of that.
Yeah, so especially because we've been just trying to get on to Burl for a little while too. So it's the first time getting to play there too. So that's fun.
It should be a pretty big show. So it's excited. We're able to showcase what we have to a little bit more of a, I guess a crowded venue. We're excited about it. I know we're playing with some awesome bands. Sunflower Bean is a band that's been all over the world. So it's a huge privilege to be able to share stage with them.
Yeah, it's cool.
I will say that the Borough is hands down my favorite music venue here in Lexington. And it's not just because of the live music per se. It's because they got a very cool arcade building of all these old school video games. Makes you feel like you're in the 1990s. And I kind of like, wow, they still have arcades after all these years. So kind of makes you relive your childhood with all these. And not only that, they got pinball games too. That doesn't get any
You got to
old
love
school than
pinball.
that. So that's pretty epic. So you can catch these fellas at the Borough. I think that is on Friday, August the 9th with Sunflower Bean. Tickets are available right now for that. And go check these fellas out. Support local music. Support your venues. And as so many artists like to say, tip the bartenders. Definitely a must. They
That's right.
definitely put a lot of hard work making sure your drinks are right, and just show them that appreciation while you out there having a good time and enjoying the live music. So for listeners that may not be familiar with you all, how would you best describe the type of music that y'all do?
All four of us kind of have different backgrounds and different, I guess, influences that we bring into the band. I would say as a whole, we're more of like a surf variety band. So like we play some surf punk stuff. We have some grunge aspects to us and a little bit of rock as well. A lot of the surf punk, scene and a lot of the punk scene in general doesn't incorporate any, solos or too many breakdowns or anything like that. We try and throw as many of that, those incorporations as possible into the songs. That way gives you a little bit more of an added aspect to it. But I'd say overall more of like a surf variety band. Just, bring your Hawaiian shirts, get ready to party.
I like the description. I do may have a Hawaiian shirt or two in my closet somewhere. So
There we go.
so I'm glad y'all added the Hawaiian shirts. Those were cool back in the day.
Hey, we think they're cool now.
They're still cool. So I'll definitely will keep that in mind. The first time I get to see y'all perform, that's pretty dope. So, y'all been at Kentucky Con. Y'all gonna be part of the Rare Bird festivities. I played one of y'all songs earlier today. I played Free Parking. I played that is off I think a two song EP that y'all did for WRFL, which is a local radio station here in Lexington. And I heard those songs earlier today. I love the songs. And I think my musical taste has continued to evolve throughout the years. Like usually I'm a rock guy. I listen to hip hop and stuff. But I see a variety of rock, some groove, some soul, some funk, and some sky rock as well. And I like what y'all bring to the table as far as musically here in Lexington. I like the sound that y'all bring. So y'all sound pretty damn incredible. I have to say that.
Hey, thank you.
Well, man, we really appreciate that. Yeah, but it was a live take from WRFL. It was a ton of fun. And then August 9th, 10th, and 11th, we're getting in with Dwayne Lundy over at Shangri-La to actually get out a 5-song EP. So stay tuned for it.
That's awesome. I'm definitely looking forward to that. So in addition to that, what are some other upcoming shows that your supporters need to keep an eye on?
So we have that Railbird kickoff. We do have a couple shows at Green Lantern and some venues like that in late August. But September 5th, we're actually going to be at Manchester Music Hall opening up for Hinder as well, and that's going to be a super fun gig in general. That's the first time we're going to be in Manchester too, so we're super excited to play there.
Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations on that opportunity, fellas. That's definitely a big deal. Just to see local artists like yourselves getting that opportunity to be an opening act for a band of Hinder, of their caliber and the success they had, it's always encouraging to see opening acts, locally, because sometimes artists, they like to bring their own artists or people that they're going on tour with, but they're getting an opportunity like that at Manchester Music Hall, that's pretty amazing. So congrats
Well,
to
thank you.
y'all on that for sure. Um, as far as the band, obviously being part of a band takes a lot of chemistry, takes a lot of just being on the same page and brotherhood or sisterhood, depending on type of people that's in the band. Like, as far as what do y'all consider the key to the band being around for so long? Like, how would you describe like the key of y'all staying together after all the memories and the success that y'all had?
Well, I'll say part of it might be we haven't been around super long, but I think thing that might give us some longevity is I think we were all friends before we were in a band together. I'll say we all knew each other. Several of us worked together for a while, so we've known each other for a little bit before we started really playing together. So I think that'll probably have a big hand in keeping us playing for a long time, hopefully.
I'll also say that it's pretty cool that we do draw influences from different bands that we grew up listening to, and being able to take those influences into what we actually write and what we play on a day-to-day basis is pretty hard for some bands to do. There are some heads that sometimes butt when we are like other bands would be having a hard time deciding on what they want their sound to sound like. But, us four are pretty good about deliberating, and collaborating and finding a good medium ground to get these songs out and to get them how we like.
That's pretty cool, showing that, making the most out of the opportunities that y'all have had, and y'all on to bigger things, bigger opportunities, and sky's the limit for you fellas, and I'm looking forward to this EP. I'm already enjoying the songs that y'all did for WRFL. So, and you guys are on to some very good things, I definitely believe. I'm looking at the Facebook fan page. Couple things I want to mention. The bio of the band, Southern Fried Surf Punk, which is an excellent description of y'all. It definitely fits. And I was mentioning influences. You got the Beach Boys, Elvis Presley, Twin Peaks, Sad Girl, Chuck Berry. Now, obviously, you guys do like original music, but what are some of your? Do y'all do like cover? Do y'all cover some songs? Like, and if so, what are some of your favorite songs to cover?
We do about 2 cover songs currently. We like to keep our set list mostly originals, but there are some covers that we do. We kind of put our own spice on. One of them is "Money for Nothing," but Dire Straits. "Money for Nothing" by the Dire Straits. We put a little bit more of a rockish tone to it, which is pretty cool. And then we also cover a song by the Frights called "Kids" that we like quite a bit. It's more of like a fast-paced. It's more of a kind of a surf punk song that we like by the Frights. So we throw that in the set list every now and then.
That's awesome. So last night I was at a show. It was at Best Friends Bar, and I got to see my friends Sean, Ivy Rye, Mike Bandana, and a couple other artists that was there. And I got I guess a post, a response from Zane saying that y'all was gonna be there. Were y'all able to make it last night?
We did actually. This is Zane. Me, Dean, and Dylan ended up showing up. I ended up having to leave a little early. I had to work this morning. But we hung out for a while. I think they ended up staying for the full set.
Yeah, we were there the entire set. We were on like the right side of the stage there. I think Dylan was on the left. He likes Colin's guitar playing a lot, so he likes to stare right at Colin's fretboard as he's shredding. But Sean and Ivy Rye are both bands we've played with before, and they absolutely kill every show they play. We were super excited to see them, and we were happy we got to make it out.
I like them. I've gotten to see them a couple of times. They're a fun band to watch. They're pretty good. I know y'all. Some of y'all were there. I know band from Local Violence. I think that's the name of them. Some members were there too. And what I like about that show in particular is not just the music. It's the fact that some local artists, local musicians support each other, and that just shows that that there is some support there for artists, not just necessarily fans. So that was very encouraging to see, and just enjoying the music, and that's some good stuff. So I definitely enjoyed the show, and I enjoyed all the artists. I was there. I was wearing a T-shirt that read Big Mood. I guess y'all was on one side. I was on the opposite side. So I.
It's possible, yeah.
But
yeah, there's a lot of people there. It's crowded for Best Friends Bar. It's awesome.
Yeah, so shout out to Best Friends Bar. That's a good spot to go, especially on the Fridays and Saturday nights for sure. And before I let y'all go, why don't y'all go ahead and promote your social media links, and where can people hear your music?
So our music's on Spotify, iTunes, Bandcamp, all the other things, all of the digital streaming sites. We actually have a website. It's www.whalerus.com. We have an Instagram, which is Whalerus Official. Twitter is Whalerus Band. We don't know how to tweet, but it's fun. You can pretty much find us on any of those. We are working with Dwayne Lundy in early August for the EP, so be on the lookout for it. And that's about it. Keep playing those few songs that are on Spotify now.
I'll definitely keep.
Thanks for having us.
I'll definitely keep playing them for sure until y'all release that EP for sure. It was great to chat with you fellas, and thank you so much for being on the show. Continued success. Thanks. And hopefully we'll make it to the Borough for the Railbird kickoff party. I definitely want to check you out for sure. And hopefully I'll make it to the Manchester Music Hall show as well. I'm going to be at be there a couple times in the next couple of weeks anyway. So
good. We'll hope to see you there.